So in this video, we're going to be talking about the Barlalian concept of time travel. Okay, so what is time travel to a Barlalian? To a Barlalian, the time travel is deeply rooted in the idea of cycles. So what is a cycle? A cycle is a singular point, a starting point that has a problem that we don't understand yet. And this problem continues through something called timelines. And each timeline is like a point on this cycle. And then once that cycle completes, it reaches the beginning point, which is like a circle. And that causes something called a cipher cycle. And now when this circle becomes a cycle, we are then able to time travel within that cycle to understand something. So for instance, the United States. Our intention, if we were to time travel, will be to understand the key players in the formation of the United States that may not have been well known. So the timelines that would be points on this cycle or circle will be like Christopher Columbus, the Mayflower, slavery, American Revolution. If you take these timelines, make them into a cycle, and then try to understand the cipher within it or the unknowns within it, then you have a reason to time travel in the first place. Now, we may not always understand everything about our intentions. For instance, let's say that we originally were trying to find out about unknown key players, but then we go back and we find out other things. Then we have more ciphers, and those ciphers are trying to be answered, and that may lead us to other cycles and more cycles until we start making connections. And these connections will then be given to the present, which are used in the formation of the future, and that it will be the purpose of time travel to a Barlalian. In the next video, we will give a hypothesis of how to set up a cipher cycle for time travel so that we can build a motion cipher cycle, future cycle, based on a still past cipher cycle. In other words, a motion cipher cycle is based on a still and intermediated by a plan that is fundamental in recognizing that we can do nothing without God's permission, which is seen through the hardship we go through to make other ciphers known. And of course, as always, to be a chronologist means that study never ends.